We got to get that opening.
I got something for it.
Hey y'all, what's going on? It's your girl Vet Green coming in with another episode of Thinking Vet Green. We have the Joker right here, my right hand man. He gonna be hitting those tunes for y'all. So make
Yes,
sure y'all
indeed.
tap in. What's going on with you, the Joker?
Man, hanging in there, do what it do. We going through. We going through a whole different type of phase, right?
Man,
Shit,
I
we
told
just
my
we
mom
just we just we just take it day by day. What we got going on.
for real.
We stay prayed up what we going through.
Listen, I told my mother the other day, I'm like, man, I don't remember y'all telling us about these things that the things that go on with your body when you hit your 40s.
Yeah, right. Y'all ain't tell us that part. I told us about sex. I told us about relationships. I told us about jobs. I
What
told us about
not to
all
do.
everything else but what happens to your body when you turn 40.
Man, sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night, this carpal tunnel hit me. I'm standing in the middle of my bedroom with my arms straight down, just trying to get him to wake back up because it's like, oh my God, I feel like a elephant then laid on these arms and I can't get it together. I can't move. I can't feel my
Yeah,
fingertips.
man. Yeah, we definitely go through some things, but we here on the Think and Grow with Vet Green edition here on this day. We do this every Thursday, and then y'all stay tuned in. What we got going on? Y'all keep on showing us love. What you got for what you got? I'm gonna let you start off with the amazing topics.
Man, I just want to say, I want to give you your flowers. I watched the replay of the show last night and it was excellent. Even the little bit of hiccups we had, you came through just like a producer is supposed to. You know,
Yeah,
you and Jay together, I'm so thankful for you guys because it makes an excellent team. I love how you communicate together, and it's just
yeah,
gonna get better and better. And like I said, listen, y'all don't be coming for the Joker, okay? We about to do this thing. We taking this all the way up. Dude, we taking this
yeah.
all the way up. I'm telling you. I love the show. I love what did you think about the show last night? What did you think about the music, WAP Nation and Lil Pablo and what they're doing in Buffalo? It's different, at
Oh
least
yeah,
for
it's
me.
definitely. I like their creativity. I like that they organized too. They remind me of 14 Mafia. They all have that organization to where they know exactly what they want. Everybody's in tune with everybody's doing.
Yeah.
That's a group. Let's imagine if they all get together and learn this marketing thing, they can blast off.
You know what? That's the one thing that I realized because I checked out all of their profiles, the ones that I linked up with, and that's the one difference that I saw between them and 14 Mafia. It's marketing. They
Yeah,
have to get out there, update their pages and stuff. The music
yeah.
is fire. That one song from Lil Pablo, "Thought of You," is
Oh man,
fire. We gonna get
that's my
that
favorite
playing
track.
tonight on the show. Man,
That's my
what?
favorite track.
What? Tell me that's not a radio banger.
Oh
How?
man,
How is
let me
that
tell you
not
something.
like being played everywhere?
Listen, like, I tell people all the time, like, if they could all get their bag together and have a fundraiser, because it costs 200K to get on the radio. That's worldwide. And so if they can get a fundraiser and raise that 200K just to put one song on the radio worldwide, it's worth it. They got a group.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
thing. I don't know how they do their thing as far as money wise, but any group that I was in, we always paid dues. Like even with the Pack Crew, we used to pay dues every week. 10,
Mm,
$20 in the pot. That could be something that we can use to get EG some new plugs for the studio, new mic, new tapes. Back then we had tapes. We didn't have CDs. So,
yeah,
and then I used to I never came empty handed when I came to EG Studio. I always came with empty cassettes because I know he need them to make the beats and take samples and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So, you know,
we y'all
definitely
helped
we
each
get
other out. We got
yeah,
OG
OG
Mo
Mo.
about to join. We oh. We got. I'm sorry, I took you out as Joker was putting you in. What's going on, OG Mo? Bringing that
What up, what
violet
up,
spark.
what
We just kicking it. We just kicking it. I
Yeah.
was I was telling the Joker that he excellent show last night. I don't know if you had a chance to watch it, but I love the format that we got going on with the music playing and stuff. I see you got that sexy background going on.
hello.
Yeah, I see you. I see
Hey,
you. OG
you
Mo
know,
with the packed out background.
I'm chilling in the loft today, you know.
Looking good, looking beautiful as ever, as ever. We was
Thank
talking
you.
about how our parents didn't tell us about what goes on with your body once you hit them 40s. Man, woo
Woo!
wee. I
That
tell you,
Boy.
recuperation period hit different when you over.
man, what?
Oh
What?
my,
Ooh-wee.
And
huh?
then we got the ice storm out here. I'm creeping around. I'm like, man, all I gotta do is fall one time and bust the hip open, man.
I'm scared to
Yeah.
go out.
How everything looking
Jesus.
right now, though? How everything looking right
Man,
now?
it's
Crazy.
crazy.
It's still
It's
crazy.
the
Yeah.
trees are iced over. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. I've never. This weather that we've had is crazy this winter. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I feel like it's
yeah.
a warning, y'all. What y'all thinking? We
It
seeing
Um,
all
is.
it's
of this crazy
so
weather.
much things going on in the world. You never know what's going on, man. You know, the ozone layer and all types of stuff, man. They try to mess with God's creation.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's the thing. Then the oil spills in
Yeah,
Ohio. I mean, not the oil spills, the chemical spills in Ohio. Can
yeah.
you, OG Mon, you taste the water? Do you taste the chlorine now, or do you smell it? I smelt like a stronger chlorine in the water the other day, this over the weekend. I heard that they were. And welcome everybody who's out there watching Think and Grow with Vet Green. Thank you guys for joining us again and continuing to rock with us. Make sure you hit that like button, and if you like what we're doing, go ahead and send some stars. If you are watching on Facebook, hit that Cash app because it's going right back into what we are doing in this Think and Grow with Vet Green. I'm telling you, watch
Yeah.
it. We got the Quiet Storm, OG Bone coming through. We got the Joker.
Period.
Man, what? Black Ace,
What's your
thank you
cash
for coming
app?
back again. Oh
What's your
man,
cash app?
it's TAG Vet Green, VETTE Green. It's going right back into production of what we're doing here in 716 Live. Man, the Joker is coming with some fire tunes. Last night's show was so fire. I watched back. I was like, yes, like man, I can see it. We go get an
Yeah.
Emmy, Joker. I'm telling you. What's
No
going
doubt, no
on,
doubt. We
baby?
working, we working.
Yep.
Yeah, we definitely
Welcome
working.
again.
We doing what it do. You know,
Mm.
we getting it together. We get better and better every time we do it.
We really do. We really do. Hola, Elise Renee. That's my baby out there, always supporting. That's my oldest blessing right there, always supporting her mama. I thank you
Hola,
for watching
hola.
again.
Hola, señorita.
Man,
Yeah.
some of this news has been crazy. The Joker, I know you guys that you were talking about earlier this morning on your show about Jermaine Dupri. The Joker be having all types of entertainment news. He knew who was going to be headlining the Super Bowl before they even
Yeah.
had it out there. So
Yeah,
what's going
yeah.
on with you? What's going on in the news with you, the Joker? Your
Man,
entertainment news.
the next verses, So Def versus Bad Boy in ATL. It's gonna be the Super Bowl of hip hop and R&B. It's gonna be at the Mercedes Benz Arena in Atlanta. Jermaine Dupri says already locked in. They just waiting on that date. They're looking around Easter weekend. They're thinking about Easter weekend, Good Friday, or somewhere around that area. And then I definitely had to Google Switch Beats and Timberland, and they was like they gonna have some fire verses. And then I did my research. You know, I always go to the rumor report too, because I'm connected to the rumor report too. And the rumor report said it's going to be So Def versus Bad Boy. So we already got that locked in. So that's the truth. So that's not a rumor, you know. But they said the next one after that's supposed to be Boys to Men versus In Vogue
What?
versus.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
What?
That's gonna be the
a
next. That's gonna be the
fire
next one.
Wow.
And also the Little Kim versus Foxy Brown.
Oh,
So so them the two rumors of
That's
those
not
two.
even
And then they
fair.
had like three other verses that they had blurred out that they, but
that
that's
ain't
the
even
rumor report.
fair. Is
Yeah,
it Foxy Deaf?
Man.
yeah, she's definitely one ear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's definitely one
That's
ear.
my
But
girl.
but I know Lil Kim always wanted to do it. She said she don't mind going against her home girl. You know what I'm saying? And they've been cool for a minute. They definitely squashed the beef and they cool and they ready to do something positive and do something for the people. So they always talked about it. And also, I remember Wanye and Terry from In Vogue was going back and forth on Twitter last year about doing the verses. You know what I mean? So, so that's why that rumor report came up about the In Vogue versus Boys to Men. So and all of them's gonna be amazing versus. It's
That
gonna be
is
an
gonna be
amazing.
amazing. That's that. You know what I'm hoping for? R&B, especially with Diddy and Jermaine Dupri. I keep hoping that Diddy bring back that R&B. He had some things going on about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years. Remember, he was
Yeah,
trying to bring back that sound. I'm hoping
yeah,
that he does. And remember,
Yep.
Jermaine Dupri produced one of my favorite records that Mariah Carey did was the one with Jermaine Dupri. Remember,
yeah. That was an amazing
what was
album.
that? The Miseducation of Mimi or something like that.
Yeah,
That's
yep,
still a
yep.
classic. Still a
Classic,
classic.
classic. And I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they're gonna bring some good heavy hitters on the stage. I can see Jermaine Dupri bringing Jay out to do that fabulous
Mm.
song that I like. I can see Diddy go. No, Diddy go all out. He gonna bring the whole Bad Boy family with him. He gonna bring Toto at 112. He might bring Biggie's son to do some of the Biggie stuff. He gonna bring, I know, Diddy go all out. When he do this verses right here, gonna be amazing. It's gonna be
Can't
a
forget my boy
showcase.
Carl Thomas.
Yeah, you know you
Oh,
gonna bring him too. You gonna bring
Gotta
Kyle
bring
Thomas.
Carl.
We gonna bring everybody that was signed to his label gonna be on that stage. Believe that.
It ain't a show if he don't bring Carl.
Yeah, he gotta be Carl. I seen him in concert a couple times. Good dude. Yeah,
Right.
no doubt. Yeah.
You know who is underrated to me is Tate. Woo.
Oh,
You
he's a
think so?
beast.
Come on,
Very
Tate.
talented brother.
What? Yes.
Yeah, he is good. He
That
is.
dude
Yeah.
got some. Yeah.
You Anthony Hamilton does it for me. It's his voice, man. Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
He got that like neo soul kind of R&B.
It's
kinda-
charming.
Ooh, I heard that note, girl. I heard that note.
Let me find out. She got vocals.
Right? Did you hear that note? I heard
Let me find out.
it. I heard it.
Mess around and write a song for you. Stop playing. The writer.
Oh, Black Ace said Buffalo, New York needs to stand up and change the frequency like we always do. Man, we are. 716 Live
Yeah.
is about to change the frequency of how we listen to and get our news and music. We're going to change the face of what it looks like in Buffalo. We are bringing back that the voice. Like
Yeah.
the Joker said, this is the real people station. It
The
really
real
is
people
going to be
station.
the real people
716
station.
Live.
Period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Period.
Period.
We gonna see it no matter how they take it.
Period.
They're gonna have to get in where they fit in. That's what they're gonna have to do.
Come on.
Mhm.
If it don't
They
fit,
had to
you
get in
better
where they
inhale
fit
and
in.
squeeze.
Yeah, I can't wait
that's
to
a
get
fact.
the radio side popping. I can't wait. I've had people reach out and been sending the Joker some MP3s just to get some music out there. We gonna get it popping, most definitely. I love getting the groups going and hearing I did not realize how much talent is in Buffalo. I didn't realize it, because it's such a small city that you don't think that amount of talent can be here. But we have
Yeah.
the world been sleeping on Buffalo.
Yeah,
Sleeping on
and that's the thing. I was just talking to Jacob Snick, who's also he worked for Bad Boy, a good friend of mine, my mentor. He says that he's like me. He came and he talked to me, and I was sick for a couple of days, and I didn't answer his email right away. But then he was like, "No, I'm gonna hit you up on the Zoom. Get the Zoom link. I'm gonna holler at you." And he hollered at me, and he was like, "Man," he said, "if Buffalo artists could just really use this tool on this internet to where they can reach out." He said, "Did he always say that about Buffalo?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He said when the time he hung out with Conway and they had a conversation, when he was at Diddy house, he was like, that Buffalo Ben has something. He said, Diddy seen that in the 90s, but he just said they just wasn't ready because of marketing. That was back then. So
Yeah.
he said everything that I'm saying now is really ahead of the time because they wasn't talking marketing in the 90s.
Yeah.
They was talking promotion because promotion means radio. So, everybody want to get on the radio. So that's the difference between marketing and promotion. So, so he broke that down to me. He's like, listen, bro. He said, you keep doing what you're doing and keep teaching your people because let me tell you something, y'all next.
Yeah, you got to get in people's face. I'm learning that more and more again. It's even a person who is shy as I am. you got to get in people's face and let them know what you out here doing. And it's more, and people ingest or digest information in so many ways. You have the radio, you have the internet, you have so many platforms that you can get that information from. So you really want to, I guess, number one, find out who your audience is. That's what I'm in the middle of doing, trying to figure out who's actually listening to Think and Grow with Beck Green. Like, the real people are out there listening on a regular basis. Figure that out, figure out what they want, and you go for it, and get you a marketing manager. I just had a meeting with you the other day, and you told me some things to do, so I'm going to be putting that into play. I already got the ad lined up. I'm just tweaking it like you told me to do, and I'm going to go ahead and send it out and see what it does.
And anybody that has a music manager in Buffalo, especially because we talking Buffalo now, because Buffalo is the forefront of the industry right now. For our Buffalo artists, it's good to have a music manager, but if that music manager don't know marketing, how are they going to put the product out there? You know what I'm saying? How do we know about Pepsi? How do we know about the amazing cereals that we love to eat growing up? How do we know these things? They market that thing. They branded that thing. My man DJ Nick just did a post up. He's doing marketing classes now on his radio show. He got a thing called Marketing versus Branding. I would love to check that out.
To ask you something about that. Do you think that, because I didn't realize that this is a brand? Like, it took me a moment to look at it as a brand, because we really are branding ourselves, right?
Right.
It's the brand that you want to get brand recognition. 716 Live, Think and Grow with Beck Green, the Joker, OG Moan getting her brand, and she gonna be I'm telling you, an interior decorator or something, or she gonna do them parties. I'm telling y'all, she need to get some of that creativity out here. Once we expand, she gonna be decorating the studio, things like that. Right. Get your brand out there. Figure out what it is that you're good at. It doesn't. Some people make it into a tag. Some people are good as hell at cleaning. I know somebody who has a cleaning business. He was good as hell at cleaning. That is your brand now. The brand is your business.
That's right.
Get it out there.
Yeah, definitely. This is definitely a brand that we have, and we're doing an amazing job doing what we do, because, and plus, we all have a different niche for the brand. Like, you bringing something to the table, I'm bringing something to the table. Jay, he's the foundation of it. You know what I mean? So it's like we know our position. See, a lot of people don't know their position when they get involved with different organizations, different companies. You got to know your position. I know what my position is. You know what I mean? I know I don't own 716 Live, but I am the marketplace of 716 Live. And I'm going to represent the marketplace of it to get out there. I'm bringing people out of town into the marketplace to give it a different funnel of more people. Like I brought DJ Marvel last week. I'm going to bring DJ Cool Chuck in on the 11th. And then hopefully I'm going to be bringing some more people that's more relevant, that's in a whole different tier of we are. And then we can put them on a platform to help that energy and the people know this is what we're doing here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm in that lane to help out the brand of 716 Live. You know what I mean? So people don't know how to do that. Like, when people come to your platform, you ain't gonna let nobody come in and mess with your baby. They can grow with Beck Green.
Yeah.
That's your baby. Yeah. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna come to OG Moans when she doing these events stuff and gonna mess up her baby, because she knows exactly what she wants. She see the vision. This is what I do. Now, if you want to help, this is what I need you to do. I need you to fold those towels up like roses, like I told you, and let me do this. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't tell you to make the punch. You know what I mean? Like, you feel me? Some people want to come and control your baby. You know what I mean? Like, them the type of things. I was trained like this with my mentor. Shout out to my man, Mr. Will. Like, he had to break, when I was first with him, he had to sit me down, like, listen, I need you to do this. I got this comedian thing going on. You know what I mean? No, I don't need you on the mic. I know you want to get on the mic, but no, I don't need you on the mic, Joker. I need you on here.
Yeah, it's finding each other's strengths and weaknesses and working together to do that. Like, we were, do you guys hear me echoing?
It's an echo.
Let me see. So let me see. It might be because I was listening on the other side. Anyways, we were up at the studios after the interviews that we did last week. and we're taking pictures, OG Moan and I. And she started fixing the lighting and stuff. I'm like, oh my goodness, like you never know what people know how to do. And you have to use those strengths and figure out where your weaknesses are. Like that's something
Right.
that I even Jay was looking at, checking out what she was doing. Like she knew to turn the lights a certain way. And I'm like, that's a whole strength that she has that we can
Right.
incorporate in what we're building here. Because people have an eye for certain things. And I always am conscious of people's creative eye, because you're
Mhm.
creative in a certain way that you may not even know you're creative at, but other people can see it. And
Right.
sometimes you have
Right.
to bring that out of people because they don't see it yet. And I was like, okay, you got a whole bunch of creativity. It's the vibe, and I'm loving what we're building here together. And that we all come from the same place, and I'm just looking forward to the future because I see it. I see the vision. I truly see the vision, and I'm looking
Yeah.
forward. Thank you, Black Ace, for tapping
Awesome.
in. I saw you in with us last week. I appreciate everybody who continues to rock with us because we are coming every time, we are coming back better than ever. So if you guys want any topics that you've seen in the news that you want us to talk about, send it in our DM, send it to us. You can contact us. You can via email or just drop it in our DMs. Hey, this is what I heard about, and did you hear
Yeah.
about this? I love hearing new
And
news.
put it in the comments too. Like right now, if y'all got something that you got want to say something, yeah, put it in the comments. We'll talk about it. We'll definitely, make it do what it do. No
Hmm.
doubt. We'll talk
Yeah.
about it. That's what we do. That's what we do. Y'all, it's different outlets out there. There's so many podcasts is bringing news. Like I always watch the Revoke News at least 3 or 4 times a week, and you know, that's
Yeah.
how I get my little information most of the time. And most of my stuff come in email because I'm
Yeah.
in the media place, so I get the emails every 3 or 4 times a day. Every quarter I usually get, in the morning, afternoon, and at night I get emails of what's going on
Emails.
throughout the day with the news, with sports, everything, entertainment, fashion, up and coming CD, who's in the
That's
studio.
good.
Same thing with this right here. Usher and L.A.
Oh
Reid has a
man.
new record label
Indie
together.
artists, go ahead and talk about it. That is crazy. Congratulations to Usher and LA Reid. I just love seeing black excellence and people working together. Now that's a collaboration right there.
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
and it's gonna be indie artist type contracts. So there's gonna be no 360 deal. You can still do your thing on social media. You can still be you. They actually, only thing they're gonna do is put money behind it. They're gonna give you that advance money, and you can still do you on your platform. That's amazing. You know what I
That
mean? Shout
is
out to Usher,
amazing.
L.A. Reid. They don't have a name for it yet. I'll try to look for the name of the record label, but I'm searching for it. But they have a record label, and Reebok was talking about it, saying that it's going to be an indie-based form of a label to where they're going to be getting artists from the IGs, from the TikToks, from the platforms like our platform. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They're going to be listening out for what's hot. And if you definitely do your thing and you're doing marketing for yourself, they're going to see you.
Yeah, I'm looking at Revolt News and what they're reporting that they're definitely looking to revamp the R&B artists. I'm excited about this new music. I need some of the 90s music, at least that sound to come
Yeah.
back. You know what I mean? So I'm looking
Yep.
forward to
Yeah.
anything that's coming with that. Usher and LA Reid. Remember the heyday with LA Reid?
Oh yeah.
Guy and all of them. That music was
Oh man.
so
Yeah. He at TLC. Man. Yeah. Ellie Reid was definitely. He knew the sound. He knew what he was doing. And and he put Usher on. So now they teaming up together and doing their own thing. And Usher know what he's looking for because Usher discovered. What's the young boy from Canada? He discovered
Oh yeah,
uh
Justin
Justin
Bieber.
Bieber. Yeah, he
Yep,
discovered Justin
Justin
Bieber.
Bieber.
Yeah,
Sure
yeah. So
did. And he
so it's like it's just amazing that he has that talent. He has that ear, and now the social media is going real crazy right now. It's very easy to find good talent. It's like my man Jacob said, who worked for Bad Boy. He was like, but they got to be marketing themselves. If you get marketing, you market yourself, you get seen in that level.
yeah.
Yeah, you
I
get
think
seen in that
people
level.
may be a little bit afraid to put themselves out there too for fear of rejection. Fear that what if it doesn't work? But that's the part of putting yourself out there, I would think, is to figure out what works. Like, we can't, unless we do this and keep doing this and continue to go back and look, we won't know what works.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's a fact. You got to figure it out, and that's why the classes is very important. I have a special going on the class right now. I usually do $40 a class, 4 classes. I got all classes into one for $85 G. Anything you need to know from beginning to end, I will teach you. It's about an hour and a half class, probably a little more than that, depends on how many questions you have. And I will teach you exactly what you got to do, from your social media to the music to the branding, how to reach people, and how to know your audience. That's the most important thing to know. What is your audience? And that audience brings you paper, and it brings you a bag in your sleep. Who would love to make $5,000 in your sleep snoring? Drooling on the pillow and wake up and wipe your mouth and just cash a check.
Who say what? Man, it's coming. It's coming. I've been eating these candies, y'all. It's called Mamba. It's like, yeah. They are so good. I feel like a little kid again. I done got back to eating candy and stuff. I don't know. You really do change after a while. You really do change things.
What's funny? You said that. I've been having a taste for some hard candy. I don't really eat candy that much. I'm a cake and cookie man, really. But but I was like, I had a taste for a Now and Later the other day.
Right? Oh man, I had some peach ones the other day. Remember going to Mary's store on Wilkes-Barre?
Yes.
Oh man,
penny candy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When it was a penny.
I went to the corner store when it was a penny.
Now it's 6 cents because of tax.
Remember $1 can get you a whole bunch of stuff: a juice, potato chips, some candy, and now you having a party with your friend.
Oh yeah, that was the best time. Oh yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had a taste for a Now and Later the other day. I was talking to my wife. I said, "Remember them Now and Laters? They had the soft kind, then they had the hard kind. Hard kind was the best." She said, "I remember those." And then you buy them now, they small. Remember they used to be real big.
Mm-hmm.
They small now. They
size.
Yeah, they're like, what is this? A Tic Tac? What the hell going on? I'm like, what? Because them things I remember my mom used to break them in half for us because it was too big for us. And she said, you ain't gonna have all that candy in your mouth, boy. I'm gonna chop this up. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because it used to be all over my cheeks like this, and I'm drooling and trying to, But yeah, she used to break it up for me.
I was choking off of it. Now later, that sucker was so big, I couldn't.
Yeah, now they make it small now. I'm like, y'all slipping or y'all pipping. I'm not used to this. This right here, this is a Tic Tac. Oh, now. But I had a taste for it Now and Later a couple of days ago. I'm like, I got it. Sometimes I go to a little corner store, give me some gummies or some the fishies.
Oh, I still eat them. Those Swedish fish, and I done came across some sour cherries. What do any of y'all in the chat down? If any of you guys are watching or even watching the replay, if you guys are into the candy, let me know in the chat what candy you're eating or what candy is your secret. You know how people have their little secret stash of candies or something. What do you have in your little secret stash?
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I had taste for something. Remember the long candy. What was the name of them long candy? They had the apple flavor. They had the cherry. They had the peach.
Was it the Jolly Ranchers?
Was it the Jolly Ranchers?
Not that long.
Who made them? I can see the
like Laffy Taffy.
Laffy Taffy. That's exactly
the Laffy Taffy. But this right here was kind of. This was the hard candy though. I remember the Laffy Taffy. You had that. Almost break your neck trying to.
Yeah.
That vein in your neck right there, will poke out right there. That means you doing something.
Oh, did you guys ever eat those? What were they called? Moose tails or something like that?
I heard about the moose tails. Yeah.
And the
sugar daddies.
I used to love violets.
Oh, those were good.
I still do love those. And the gum.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember the boys used to have violets in their pockets.
And Chico stick. Remember Chico sticks?
That's the Chico sticks. That's my favorite.
Yeah. They're about a quarter the size. I used to eat them too. You used to get them for 10 cents.
And those gum that look like hot dogs.
Yep. Yeah, yeah.
And that candy
Yeah.
called Simpsons that used to turn your mouth black.
Oh, yeah. I remember those. My grandma used to we'd go to church. My grandma used to give all the kids one. Everybody used to have a black mouth in church.
And those circus peanuts. Remember the circus peanuts?
Yeah, circus peanuts. Yep. Them was classic. Just by my grandmother. That's grandma, right? Rest in peace to Bernice Collier. Yeah, grandma. She used to always give us them joints.
And them
She
soft
used to have a
peppermints.
hole in the living room.
Remember the big peppermints, and they were soft, like
Yep. That's grandma.
with the Christmas tree
They
in the
melt
middle.
in your mouth. Mhm.
With the Christmas tree in the middle of them.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I know which ones you're talking about. I found some over Christmas time, but they make some spicy now.
Oh.
I ate all the. I know. I didn't care for the spicy ones. I hated that they.
It was
mixed
the
bag
cinnamon
up.
one. It was cinnamon.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. A cinnamon one.
Cinnamon. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather do without the cinnamon.
Yeah.
I'd rather do without the cinnamon. So I was
Listen to
reading.
the little sound
also.
effects.
I
Knock it off.
don't know if you guys. I don't know
What
if
did
you
it
guys.
say?
He said awesome. Do it again.
Awesome.
Oh, awesome. I thought it said knock it off.
You got my little John.
I love that. So you guys, I don't know if y'all know who Carlos Watson is. He's the founder of Ozzy Media. He had a show on OWN that I was watching that was fantabulous. I can't even remember the name of it. Oh, forgive me, you guys. But it was a format for women to talk about what was going on in their lives and the things that they had overcome. Right. Now he's in the media where they're saying that he was inflating his numbers, trying to get a loan from, I believe it was Morgan Stanley. Forgive me for, who was he trying? From Goldman Sachs. He was trying to get a $40 million loan from Goldman Sachs, and now they're trying to say that there's some fraud going on. It's like, man, like I really like what he was doing, the platforms and the shows that he has been bringing to the various platforms. But man, it just goes to show, even in the upper echelon of society, you know, sometimes that those financial woes are real. You know, we look at our financial woes that we're having and think that if we make X amount of dollars, that it's all going to go away. But sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes you still have those financial woes because you're trying different things, and unfortunately there's going to be mistakes that you make, and you're trying to get funding, and it's not always easy to get funding for your dreams. So I just wish him luck and hope that, you know, whatever he has going on in life, that, you know, he can quickly do a 360 and turn it around, because I believe in what he was doing. I can't remember the name of that show that he had on OWN. Unfortunately, if somebody is watching a replay or listening right now, put it in the chat with the name of that show Ozzy had on the OWN channel, because I love that show. It happened like right before or during COVID, and just having all of those women, it was like maybe a 10 episode show that he had, and you heard different stories of women, you know, going through rape and, you know, just you know, evolving in life. And you guys know that I'm all about thinking and growing. That's why this platform is called that. So, you know, just hoping things turn around for him. Also, my girl Wendy Williams have been heavy in the media, because she and I'm not shocked that she did this. When she was going through the divorce and everything was going on, I kept thinking to myself, Wendy is too intelligent to have this man take from her, because that's what was going to happen. He was because he was executive producer, he was rightfully he was supposed to get a certain amount of income because he was executive producer on the Wendy Williams show. And I kept thinking to myself, when everything was going down and she had stopped going to the show, and, you know, and it was being reported that she was sick, I was like, you know what? A part of me was thinking that Wendy is so intelligent that she's like, oh, hell no, I would rather have this show canceled than him to keep eating off of what I built. You know what I mean? Like, that was dead wrong what he did to her. You know, he should have just left. And to be living off of her income, him and his side chick, and while he was married, that's
same
crazy.
thing happened to Mary. Remember Mary?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Look what happened with
right.
her husband. Whoa.
Man,
Yeah.
it makes you so afraid
Yeah.
to even be in relationships and
The
stuff. It has you
Joker.
thinking twice.
How,
Man,
how much did Mary husband get the Joker?
Mary J.
Yeah.
Well, he was her manager too, though. So, depending what that contract was, I know he got a big lump sum off of off of the brand of Mary, but I
so
think
that's
that's
where
it.
he
I
had
don't think he
become
got
the
any
No,
manager.
alimony or nothing like that.
no. She had to pay for his for him to still live the same lifestyle.
Wow.
Yeah, 'cause I knew he
Wow.
had a contract that he was going by the
Yeah.
contract. I remember seeing that on one of the blogs. I think was it maybe Revoke or it might have been TMZ.
She even
When
had
they
to
was
pay his
talking about
child support.
yeah,
Mm,
yeah,
mm,
How
yeah.
I'm gonna pay your child support with a child that you got by another person?
yeah. You
No.
know
See
that's why she made
these
that
laws. When it
song.
comes to that, it's good you said that because I just watched a video. I don't know if I've seen that video on IG with
Mhm.
the young lady that was in court, and the judge was a very young black lady young lady that just was like her first case coming into the courts, and the lady that was in court didn't want the child anymore, but she didn't want to pay child support.
Oh, wow.
So the judge was like, "What do you do for a living?" She said, "I do dancing." And she's like, "What kind of dancing? Entertainment, exotic, stripper? What do you do?" She said, "I'm a exotic dancer." "And how much you bring home a month?" She said, $4,000 a month. And she was like, and she just looked at her like, something ain't right. Then she was like, "So you trying to tell me that you want to not have anything to do with the child and you don't want to pay no child support? Oh, we're gonna change this, sister, today." And she threw the book at her.
Wow.
Yeah, she threw the book at her. And then that young man who take care of the child, she was like, what do you do for you got insurance for the child? How much insurance for the child is? He said it's $345. She wrote that down. He said, how much it costs for gas to drive him back and forth to school? She gave him that price. She said, a matter of fact, is the car paid off? She said, no, I paid the car payment. She put that in there. What kind of car you have? He said, I have a Cadillac Escalade, and I pay this much a month with the insurance, full coverage. She put that in there. You know what I mean? What do you work? And he told him where you work. He had a pretty good, decent job. How much daycare? Put that down. So she added all that together, and she had to pay $988 a month child support.
Listen, some people don't think that they're supposed to have to take care of their kids.
Yeah.
On one hand, I mean, I kind of respect her saying that she just don't want to have to deal with it because parents mess their kids up so bad. But on the other hand, it's like, how dare you? Like, you brought this life into this world.
Right.
Why wouldn't you want to take care of it in every way possible, even if it's financially and you don't want to deal with the child? At
Like,
least
yeah,
make
it's
sure
like,
that the
it is a
child
mother.
has what it needs.
This is
Yeah,
a mother.
that's
Like,
crazy.
I'm like, when I was coming up, when I was going through my child support situation, I wanted to be in my child's life. And back in the 90s, us men didn't have no power in the courtroom unless we had a lawyer, period. You know what I mean? So I had to do whatever that judge said. If I even visitation, if they didn't want to say you ain't have no visitation, you gotta go back to court for that. Guess what I had to do? I had to go back. But if I had no lawyer, I wouldn't see my child. That's just how it was in the 90s. But now in the 2000s, now they changed the laws up. And and one of my lawyers has said when baby mom tried to take me back for child support about 7 years ago, and I came with all my tools. At that time, I had custody of my daughter at the time, and me bringing my tools to the courtroom, as let me break this down real quick. It's a difference between a lawyer and an attorney. Do anybody know the difference?
Absolutely.
Okay, now the lawyer, difference between a lawyer and an attorney. Let me break this down first before I get into my situation. A lawyer do the research for you, because that's what you're paying up front. Attorney will represent you whatever you bring to the table. So what I did, I brought all my tools and credentials of everything that's in my case to that courtroom. And the attorney looked at me and looked at me Kevin Gibson, look him up. He in Buffalo. Gibson and Gibson attorney, right next to the Buffalo Convention Center. Amazing lawyer. If y'all never need a lawyer attorney, go to Gibson. Get them good people, good brothers. They real good brothers. But he was like, you know what? You the first black man who come into this courtroom in Buffalo, bringing all your tools to the court, and you the first one, by my knowledge, he said, in history, to win the case straight up. Going against baby mama in the state of New York. He said it's never happened before. So I beat New York State out in. So I had two people against me because one of the cases was my son, but New York State took the case because he's older now, and I was already behind. And she wanted more money because from apparent reason, whatever. And I beat both cases in one take.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't realize that fathers do have rights as well. I had just learned that if a father is paying child support, they have legal right to, have that child. That's right. You split the custody if they're going to pay child support. So I don't know, you dads. I see what some of my friends are going through with their sons and the baby's moms, and I think about my 3 sons, and I'm just like, please God, don't let them get a crazy baby mama, have my sons get a crazy baby mama or something like that don't want to let me see my grandchild because they done fell out with my son. I just don't want to have to deal with that at all. I know a lot of people that have to deal with that.
Is that grandparent rights are still active in New York State? I know some states stopped it.
I know a couple of women.
OG Mon, talk about it.
Yeah.
It's null and void.
Yeah.
And
I know a lot of states stopped it. I know the state of Virginia, state of Indiana stopped it. Like 7 other states that stopped the grandparent law thing, and I ain't know New York State was one of them. But that's crazy.
A couple of women who have gone to court to try and get visitation rights as a grandparent, and it wasn't successful. I'm looking up grandparent rights in New York and see what it says.
Yeah,
it's sad. I just don't want to have to deal with that. I just pray that my twins make the right decision, and not the right decision, because you never can tell. It's just sometimes
it could be the right decision the whole pregnancy, the baby coming in switch. Right?
Yep.
Oh God.
Yep.
The courts need to look at it though, because there is some deadbeat mothers out here.
It's a lot of us. It's more. Man, I was just seeing a podcast the other day. I forgot what podcast it was that I was watching, because I was going through my YouTube. I go through the YouTube and they say you need to watch this. This fits what you got going on, whatever. And it was a podcast on that. It was 2 young ladies. They was from New Jersey. I forgot the name of the podcast. It was amazing. It reminded me of Think and Grow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The host reminded me of you, that. And they was talking about stuff like that. They was talking real deep on the deadbeat moms. Like, it's more deadbeat mothers out here than there's deadbeat fathers. And after 2010, it's like it just shifted.
You know what I think one of the issues is that the deadbeat father thing is more of a financial issue than the father actually trying to be in the child's life. Unfortunately, the wages between the women and men is I'll say black men and women, because the black women are more educated. In a lot of cases, the woman is making more money, and she's upset with the guy because he doesn't. I feel like this. Even if he can't provide fully financially, let that child be in let the father be in that child's life if he wants to be an active participant, because it's a different. I don't believe in making a person be a parent. I just don't believe in that. Either you want to be a parent or you're not. I never thought that you should make a father be a father. Either he's going to do it or he's not. Don't force it. What will be. But if he wants to, even if he can't financially do it, at least let him be in that child's life, because it's not always financial. That child is not looking at the money. That child is looking at the time. how much time is my mom and my dad spending with me? It's not always about the money. It's a lot of times it's about the time. Now, yeah, we do need money to pay the bills, single moms. I get it. But at the same time, we have to be realistic. If they don't have it and at least they're trying, at least let them try. At least let them try.
There's a lot of bitter women out here too. Yeah. It's not always the father.
Yeah.
You got a lot of bitter women out here mad that it didn't go the way they thought it would during their pregnancy. They envisioned being with the baby father, perfect family, and all this bull crap. So then they stopped the child from being able to see the father.
Yep.
You know, and then they put bills. They put their bills on the man.
That's right.
You know, they want him to come to the table with more than they even bring it to the table for themselves.
Yeah.
You know, they out here like, oh, I need you to pay this. I need you to do this. Your kid live here. And it's okay, but what you doing?
Yeah.
Because if you was handling the business the way you should, everything wouldn't be due like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then that's when they come with the label for the man, deadbeat father. It's not the man's all the time.
Right.
You got men out here doing more than what the women do financially, but these women are giving them a hard time.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not on the man's side or the woman's side. I'm on the reality side of it because I've seen both sides of it before.
You got a daughter and a son. So you can see.
Hello?
You see, yeah. So
I got kids.
I see both sides.
I never gave my kid's father no type of problems with child support, none of that stuff, you know? Mm-hmm. And I can't even see myself doing that for my little, I feel like when a woman has a child, you're taking on the responsibility of that baby. You feel that you can handle it as a mother, handle it. Yeah. Don't get mad at the man because y'all ain't together, man. Listen, if y'all not together, to each his own, we got this baby. What's up? You gonna help me with this baby? Why go? And then it's like the courts will tell the man, you got to pay this much in child support. And this, you know, we're going to give you got to help with daycare. You got to do this. You got to do that. Okay. But at the same time, you telling this man that you're going to suspend his driver's license. So you're going to do all, put him in the rear and say, forget him totally being able to live. This is what he has to do. His obligations for a child.
I remember when I was locked up. I was locked up. I wasn't locked up for child support. I was locked up for something else. And one of the guys was in the holding cell with me, was in jail for child support. And I asked him, I said, "You working?" He said, "I've been working." I said, I got a new job 3 months ago. You know, I got my first bonus. He said that week, and he been paying child support out his check, and he paid extra, but he still had that warrant for the time he didn't pay. You know, child support. That judge locked that man up. I'm like, how? How he's working? He is working. I'm like, I'm in the courtroom waiting for my police to come get called. He up before me, and they put him in handcuffs, taking him in the back. And I'm thinking like, huh? They don't make it. Okay, the man been working for 3 months. He been paying for 3 months consistently, and paying extra money out his pocket to make sure he can catch up. The warrant caught up with him. Okay, I get it. The warrant caught up with him. He didn't do what he's supposed to do prior to that time getting the job. Okay, I get it. But he got a job. He's trying to make it right. They still locked that man up. He done lost his job.
Man, see, that's the other side. We gotta use our heads. And I know that a lot of young women coming up right now, they have not had the right guidance. I just ask, you know, older women who are out there, stop looking down at some of these young women and help bring them up because they don't have the guidance or the knowledge. I was always taught, and maybe it is an old school thing, but I was always taught that it's mama's baby, daddy's maybe. Like you don't force anyone to be a father. You take care of your responsibilities.
Period.
I never, even when me and my ex had broke up, I didn't go for child support or anything like that. I felt like, you know, these kids, what's going on, Jay Heat? Welcome. Big shout out to the CEO and owner of 716 Live. I know he just got finished wrapping up some things. Thank you for joining us tonight. I appreciate you. But yeah, I just never, I never subscribed to that. Either you going to do it or not. I'm not going to hold that over your head. You know what we did. You know what's running around here. Birthdays, Christmases, just, you know, time. Come get your child. I shouldn't have to call you and say you need to.
Because we OGs. That's how you think.
Man.
These new women, man.
The great thing about my situation, they didn't let me get my child. Like my sisters used to call to, they go into Darien Lake and they buy their ticket, and then they say no, and my mom used to call, and they just took us out of the picture for all those years. But now my kids is older. Some is bitter, but a lot of them understand now. Especially my middle son and my girls. My girls, they understand. They got kids they own now, so they really understand.
They really
my youngest daughter got a baby on the way. I got another granddaughter coming in May. So
congratulations.
It's my fourth grandbaby. And so
look at you, the Joker. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, now they got babies of their own. Now they understand and overstand what I be talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like Pop tried to tell you, Big Dad tried to tell you. I mean, you see what your mama put me through.
Isn't it? We can look back now at our life and look at our parents' life and see, because we have done the parenting thing, we can see that the trials and tribulations they may have had with raising us, and why certain things was the way they were. It's interesting looking at our life now and being able to look at my mom not just as my mom but as a woman, and to look at the things that she had to endure just raising two young girls in the Gates Avenue projects. You know what I mean? It's a different feeling, and you do overstand and understand once you become a parent yourself, or at least get to a stage in your life where you can look at your parent as a man or that woman instead of looking at your parent as mom or dad. Because our parents weren't perfect. They had to go through some things, especially in growing up in the, my mom was born in the 50s. Growing up during that time, it was still segregation and stuff. So imagine what, as a child, what was implanted in her, and then having to raise children herself. It comes a time where we have to look at both sides, and I'm just grateful that I've been able to do that and see my mom as the great woman that she is. I'm a mama's girl.
Yeah. You look out for moms. You looking around. I was always
after this. You know where I'm going.
Every time I hit you up and you help the moms, I tell her. I said to the queen, I said, "What's up?"
Oh yeah, she love it. She is like what motivated me, and I'll share this before we start giving our thoughts and stuff. This was one of the times that she was really sick, and she said, I see you, Oprah. She was like, I just don't think that I'll see the day when I'm on this platform like Oprah. And I'm like, what? Man, let me get in full speed and show my mama your little Oprah is coming. What?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
And I'm gonna make you proud, Mom. I'm gonna make you proud. I mean that. Shoot,
yeah.
As much as you've done for me.
I love it. You guys are so great.
So, OG Mom, what you want to leave the listeners of Think and Grow with Beck Green? What gem you dropping tonight, Miss Quiet Storm? What you dropping on them tonight? Even with something good. I know you got something good for him.
That face. You know what?
You gotta have a OG Moan emoji.
I gotta have an OG Moan emoji. Put that in the making, the Joker.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let's get that make an OG Moan emoji up in the house.
Really though, and it gotta be there.
You know what I'm saying?
We will have to have that up on the screen sometimes, the Joker.
Yes. But I don't, it's really hard to drop a gem because sometimes they fall on deaf ears. You got a lot of people that don't want to hear it. They think they know everything already. They quick to blame other people for their own circumstances.
Yeah.
And I tell my kids, I tell everybody, I'm gonna drop this gem. Learn to point that finger. Learn to point that thumb instead of that finger.
That's right.
When you get comfortable pointing that thumb, that's you growing up. That's you taking that phase. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just journaled about that last night, OG Moan.
Yeah.
I just journaled about that last night.
Except the fact that sometimes you will mess up.
Yeah.
You do foolishness. You put yourself in this predicament. Get up out of it.
Right.
Don't hate on me because of what you did. Don't make my life harder than what it has to be because you messed up.
Right.
You know, don't come for a man for child support and do all this unrealistic stuff if you're not able to generate that own kind of stuff for your own kid. You know, they come with all these unrealistic expectations. And look at yourself. What do you have to offer? A child, a man, any situation. Your own, like, come on. They're not really ready for that. People don't like to talk to me. I'm gonna make you own your bull crap.
That's right.
Own it. You did it, own it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to point the finger like, oh, it was you. If it wasn't for you, No. What'd you do though?
Yeah.
Thanks.
That's one of the hardest things for people to face, their own
that's a fact.
messiness.
Yeah.
Their own self-sabotage, their own mess.
But it's easy for them to it's easy for me to blame you.
Yeah.
Boo, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be in this. Come on. The Joker is your fault.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's both of y'all fault. Joker and Boo. It's y'all fault.
Yep. Not taking the onus, not even recognizing that I had something to do with it.
I threw the rock, but if y'all would have told me to hurry up and let's go, I wouldn't have got so mad and threw that rock. It broke that window, but y'all fault. Y'all knew I was bad. You should have told me to come on, let's go. It's y'all fault. Y'all did that. Joker, you bought me that last drink. You knew I was drunk. Boom, I rolled with you, so why you didn't open the car and let me go get in the car? Y'all see me mad the whole night? It's y'all fault I bust that window.
Ooh, own your SHIE.
Period.
If I say E. Own it.
Yeah.
Period.
What about you, the Joker? What you leaving the listeners of Think and Grow with Vet Green with tonight?
And I feel the same way with OG Moan. Like when I give a gym, say you went to this marketing class, like it's like only a few people that is actually doing what they supposed to do. That's shout out to Vet Green, give you your flowers. You actually taking heed on every knowledge that I'm giving you, and you putting it in your life, in your business, and it's working for you, and you see it's working. So you gave it a chance.
I look at the numbers and I see what works, and I love talking to you about the different things and what's on my mind.
Yeah, and I taught a lot of people that from my first segment, I could call it a semester. I have taught over 37 people. But out of 37 people, it's only like 3 people that actually taking the knowledge and putting it into their workplace, putting it into their lane, actually taking heed of everything I'm teaching them, and they seeing the results every day. All the other people that I taught is still sitting back doing the same thing, like promoting. Promotion don't work in the marketplace of the internet anymore because it's saturated. In the beginning, when this thing first started, promotion worked very well because it was brand new. It was new to everybody's eyes. We was fresh to this. We're not fresh to this anymore. This funnel then got full now. You know what I mean? And a lot of people's not taking heed, but then they're wondering why they're not getting numbers that I'm getting. They're not wondering why they're not getting numbers that Vet Green is getting. They don't wonder why the Even Rush Network is doubling up or whatever they're doing, because they're taking heed of everything I'm telling them. And then they come and look at my numbers, and then they really can't say nothing. They're like, wow, how long you been doing this? They in my inbox. How long you been doing this? How long your Spotify been up? My Spotify been about 16 months. You know what I mean? Them numbers came out of 16 months.
It's the work. People don't want to put in the work. We want this microwave life where it's going to instantaneously happen. And unfortunately, you have to. I told myself when I started this platform, Think and Grow with Vet Green, I did my research of, everybody that I looked up to, like Charlemagne and the Breakfast Club. And, I was just looking at everything people were doing. And to me, it seemed like 7 years it took them to kind of get to that place where they can make money from it. Not that this is going to take 7 years, but I'm talking about to the level where we are going to go. I'm not even going to say where we want to go, where we are going to go. It's going to take some time, and it's going to take dedication. Somebody put that in there. Black A said, just stay consistent. That's what makes, that's what makes it happen. That really is what makes it happen. We have to be consistent, and a part of that is the marketing. It's the marketing. I can see when I'm actively marketing my stuff where the numbers come in. I can see it. It's in real time. I can see it happening. When I talk to the Joker and say, this is what's on my mind, and he say, okay, do this, tweak that. I do that. And you can see, if you look on my Vet Green platform, you can see the numbers because I'm listening and I'm putting in that work. But when I slow down, it's not going to happen. So it really is that consistency and dedication. You're right, Elise Renee. It's that consistency and dedication to your craft. You have to continue to be, it's my baby, like you were saying, the Joker. Like, it's my baby. Pop-up show with the Joker is your baby. OG Mom, what you working on, that's your child. When you out there doing what you do, that's your baby. And if you want other people to realize it, and like the Joker was saying, this funnel is full. Not to say that, you can't get in there, but you got to stand out. And standing out, Jay Heat said dedication. I'm telling you. Yeah.
And then, like you say, dedication comes first, then comes consistency. You know what I mean? If you're dedicated and you're consistent, you're opening up your mind to learn new things. So if you just know promotion and don't know marketing, then I come in and drop a jewel on marketing. Why not grab it and try it out? You know what I mean?
That's all you can do.
Yeah, because people is talking in my inbox, and and the same people that's talking in the inbox don't got nothing going for themselves. I go right to their IG page and know all about what you got going on. I don't got to know you as a person. I can go to any artist page. If you're a comedian, if you're an artist, if you're a clothes designer, I can tell if you're making money or not by looking at your page.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can tell, especially an artist. I go to your Spotify. Spotify is the #1 platform in the world right now. So if your numbers ain't good on there, in your lane, not just numbers far as overall, numbers in your lane, especially if you're a group. I talked about this today on my show. If you're a group, everybody doing marketing, everybody that's a part of your team is marketing that brand. There's no way you should be sitting at 2,000 views or 2,000 streams in 1 week.
Look at 14 Mafia. That song that they put out, they have reached 1,000 views within a few days, and I've seen all of them marketing. You had mentioned it to me, and I'm actually following them now. They all really are marketing. Even Ashley, their manager, she's marketing like crazy. I love how the format that they have going on. Big shout out to 14 Mafia and
I would love to teach her. But I could tell she's ready to learn. I could see her vibe.
Yeah,
I'll give her a free class.
Yeah,
I'll give her a free class.
Her hustle mentality, just that short conversation that we had, and looking at what she's doing on the different platforms. I seen her doing a live. I'm like, she's out here working. She's a manager that's really out here doing what she does, and big shout out to them. I can't wait.
If you ever touch down with her, let her know. I'll do a free class for her because I see her hungry.
Yeah, I'm actually going to meet up with them on Saturday. They have an event going on Saturday.
Yeah, let her know. Let her know the Joker want to give her a free class for an hour class. Tell her to hit me up. I will set the appointment up, and I would tell her all the things she needs to know as a manager to market that crew and really get them. That 1,000 streams is good, what they got going on, but it's 3 people in the group, and they got 3 people on their team. They should be at least 100,000.
I can see it getting
in 3 days.
I can definitely see that getting there.
Yeah, they should have 1 million streams in 1 month. As a group, I'm gonna say this one thing, and then I'm gonna say this one drill I'm gonna drop. Everybody as a group need to watch that Wu-Tang biopic from season 1, 2, and 3 all the way through, and watch the marketing of every person from the Wu-Tang had done. And this is before social media. They locked down all barrels of New York less than a year. Everybody played their part in marketing, advertising. You know what I mean? And they controlled the whole industry. Wu-Tang controlled the whole industry in that lane because it was 9 of them.
Yeah, I'm definitely about to up my marketing. March is going to be a fantabulous month for all of us.
Marketing March.
Man, marketing March. Oh, that's what we calling it?
Marketing March.
Market and March. That's what we calling it, y'all. So make sure y'all stay tuned. And if you are watching live right now, thank you again for watching another episode of Think and Grow with Vet Green. Go ahead and hit that like button and make sure you subscribe to 716 Live and subscribe to Think and Grow with Vet Green. And make sure if you are up in the morning, 7 a.m. to what time the show on 514?
7 a.m. on 514 Online Mix, celebrating 50 years of hip hop every morning.
Ooh, or you can also catch the Joker on the Evening Rush Network. Big shout out to owner and CEO Don over there at the Evening Rush Network. I'm actually going to be back over there on Tuesday. I'm getting my Tuesday slot, so you guys can catch me over there on Tuesdays, every Tuesday starting March. I believe it is March 7th. And then on every Sunday, we're going to be doing conversations. We're going to be doing slow jamming and conversations over on WNLEO Radio. It's just going to be a Sunday show where we just have conversations and just talk. You know, I think it's a good beginning of the week, a good way to start our week. So you guys make sure you join me over there. We're also going to be doing the live show right here on 716 Live. So we're going to be on the WNLEO radio station, but we're going to be live right here still at 716 Live. Everything coming through 716 Live, okay, y'all?
Yes, man. 716 Live on March 11th. DJ Cool Chuck from Anderson, South Carolina, going to be on. We'll interview him. He's DJing for the after party for Angie Stone. Those to see the flyer I posted up on my Facebook page. Yeah, he's definitely doing his thing. That's my bro. You know, I know him personally, and I'm definitely gonna put him on the platform. He was like, he ready for it. He ready for it.
I can't wait. I love listening, talking to the DJs. That DJ Marvel interview was so fun for me. Just learning about the different things about music and you know, the DJs and getting to know the DJs like DJ Larry Loud. I try and check his evening show out. That's my work at the end of work session that I'm listening to. He does his live. I believe it starts at 4:30. I'm usually rocking out to him on Instagram. So big shout out to DJ Larry Light. I love what everybody is doing. You know, everybody doing their own little thing right now.
His marketing is crazy. He took everything he learned from me. He just killing it right now.
Ran with it.
Shout out to DJ Larry Lyles, my bro, man. I got to get him on the show too.
Oh yeah.
We got to book him in. Yeah.
That'd be nice. He'd be a nice conversation. We got to get Divine and Debonair on here too, man. We got to get some interviews on some.
We got to get them brothers on here, legendary, man, the icons. You got to get them on here.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna leave everybody with this. I'm gonna piggyback off of what OG Moan said is to this. Yeah. Don't forget. You know, I it's so funny that you said that, because I just journaled about that last night, because the different things that I'm growing through, I'm learning that I have to check in with myself and make sure that I'm not bringing any excess baggage along with me. You know what I mean? And it's hard sometimes. It is very, very hard. It's challenging, because I really am removing layers of me. You know, I have to remove layers of me, and at the same time, I want to make sure that I'm protecting Little Booby. Booby had a little episode last week, and I was like, sometimes things trigger you, and I'm like, I'm just learning and growing as I'm going along this journey, and I'm just grateful for it. But like OG Moan said, make sure you check in with yourself. Make sure, man, point here first. Here first. Once you learn how to do this, I'm telling you, all those things, those challenges that you are facing right now, it won't seem as challenging, because you'll be able to look within and to see, you know, man, I'm messed up here, or man, I need to heal from something that's going on, because the things that we grow through, y'all, is damaging to us. And as long as we are dedicated to our healing, I'm telling you, you'll have a more prosperous and more happy life. So that's what I'm going to end that at. And we are listening to one of my favorite joints. Let's play that, man. The Joker Show.
Now I gotta sit here feeling stuck and living stressfully. Don't know what to do. Sometimes it's like the devil testing me. Wishing it was you, cause you the one I want that's next to me. I got so high last night, I can almost touch the moon. And I thought of you. And I thought of you. I got so high last night, I can almost touch the stars. And I wish you were there too. And I wonder where you are. Better be the party. Got you thinking how I fuck with you regardless. When behind my back, my name you try to tarnish. And it's crazy cause I really went the hardest.
Lil Pablo,
Got you thinking how I fuck with you regardless. When behind my back, my name you try to tarnish. And it's crazy cause I really went the hardest. Now you a target, look what you done started.
Last night I didn't pass, I woke up out of coma. Usually when I wake up, first thing I would smell is your aroma. You suffer from anxiety, but you don't act like you alone. Never really listen, only reason why I raise my tone.
That's why I don't get you. You be beautiful life that you would never admit to. You be playing, got to save a I'm done tryna fix you. I can't blame it on you, when me trust was an issue. Now I can't say I miss you. I got so high last night, I can almost touch the moon. And I thought of you. And I thought of you. I got so high last night, I can almost touch the stars. And I wish you were there too. And I wonder where you are. That'll be the party. Got you thinking how I fuck with you regardless. When behind my back, my name you try to tarnish. And it's crazy cause I really went the hardest. Now you a target, look what you done started. Got you thinking how I fuck with you regardless. When behind my back, my name you try to tarnish. And it's crazy cause I really went the hardest. Now you a target, look what you done started.
Yeah, now I'm like, look what you done started. Done loving you, cause I have fuck with you the hardest. Back playing boy, I swear to God, just like Spartan. I wish I would've known from the jump you was
yeah, this remind me of Rob Wade.
And I'm the type to hold it down, make sure you're running through. Hey, what you need for your career, I'ma push you through. Tell me what you doing tonight, baby girl, let's smoke a few. Because
I got so high last night, I can almost touch the moon. And I thought of you. And I thought of you. I got so high last night, I can almost touch the stars. And I wish you were there too. And I wonder where you are.
What? Man, 2023 is, man, it's looking nothing but up for us, y'all. I'm telling you. Hey.
Yeah, that's right there. That, you know, they clean that gear, the clean version of that right there. I could, man, you know, I'm on, you know, I'll say this real quick. We're gonna get up out of here. That DJ Queen B that had an interview with her, she put my album on DigiWax. And if y'all know who DigiWax is, y'all need to Google DigiWax. DigiWax is a platform for all the DJs in the world. Over 1,100 DJs and radio stations and record labels that play podcasters around the world that have an account. It shows up on their inbox. She got me on that joint. And once you get that, you already reached that level. And I salute DJ Queen B for doing that. And that's amazing. Salute to her, man. I'm very humble that she put me on that platform. So.
And salute to you too, the Joker. I appreciate everything that you're doing out here. You know, all the way from Albuquerque, you still showing up for Buffalo. So that says a lot. Still showing up for Buffalo, man. Want us to win, want us all to win. That's what it's all about. Right. So big ups to y'all and big ups to the 716 Live family. Make sure you hit like, share, and subscribe to 716 Live, and make sure you subscribe to Think and Grow with Vet Green, and go ahead over to Facebook and hit up the Underground Lounge show, okay? Yeah. Come on back. We'll be back here on next Wednesday right here on 716 Live, Wednesday and Thursday. Make sure you catch us, and I love y'all long life. Thank you again for watching another episode of Think and Grow with Vet Green, and keep rocking with us, y'all, because we gonna keep rocking with y'all. Hey!
No doubt. Yeah.
And I thought of you.